All right, we are actually recording this time, right? Yeah, it says stop recording. Okay, cool. I've tried to make this video like 3 times, and it's like a 15-minute long video, so I mean, it's like a decent length video. First time, my mic, something was wrong with the sound, and there was this like high-pitched sound, and you could barely hear me. Second time, I didn't hit record, so third time's the charm, right? Getting it down. Anyway, this is Garrett with Selftaughdev. So I haven't posted a video in a while. I had like a cold or something the past 2 weeks, and I would literally get home from work at like 6:30, go to bed, and sleep for 12 hours. And then wake up, go to work, come home, sleep for 12 hours. I lost like 12 pounds because I had no appetite. But anyway, I don't care about that. Today we're going to talk about what I learned as a web developer in the past 6 months. I started as a web developer December 12th, 2018. No, sorry, December 3rd, 2018. And it is June 14th, 2019 today. So a little bit late, a little bit over 6 months, but hey, where did my sticky notes go? I need those. Cool. So, first thing, I learned a lot about how to use WordPress. Just like logging into WordPress, obviously, stupid thing to say, but whatever. Logging in. What else? It's kind of hard to say what exactly I've learned about WordPress, but I've learned a lot about WordPress, specifically Infold, and using that theme, like the drag and drop theme, and how to customize CSS on it. I might need to start this video over. Fuck. No, we're gonna do it, dude. We're gonna done. I had to have a just do it moment with the Shia LaBeouf video. I'll post that in the Discord for anybody who wants to see that, because I was really wanting to go to bed right now, but I gotta do this video. So yeah, learned a lot about WordPress, learned a lot about Infold, learned a lot about WP Engine, how like domains. I mean, I knew how domains worked from Team Treehouse, but like getting them set up, I learned a little like how to SFTP into a site, what SFTPing meant, because before I didn't know what SFTP was. It's how you basically connect with the site and how you can mess with the files that are in the site. I learned like basic PHP stuff. I had to edit some of the PHP files once, so learned a little bit about that. I feel like I've got way better in JavaScript, or not JavaScript, way better in CSS. I've got way better in JavaScript too. But like, let's say like I was right here with CSS. This is like before I started being a web developer, and then this is when I became a web developer because I learned a lot on my own. And now I'm like way over here off the screen, and I think I'm average at CSS. Measuring it's kind of hard because like all I have to compare myself against is Marvin, my boss, and I think he's really good, but I don't know where he is in terms of like how masterful he is of CSS. I think he's pretty good, so I think I'm average. So hopefully he's really good. And then I'm pretty decent with JavaScript now. I think I was all right before, but now I can do like parallax animations really easy. Like, let me show you on Becca here. Oh my gosh, why won't my mouse work? My cat knocked it off my desk, and now it'll barely move for some reason. So this is some website I just built. Actually, the websites I built here. So these first 4, I think I built within like 3 months of working there, and these last, however many that is, I've built within the past 3 months. So first couple months we were slow, and then I get better and we got busy, and now I built all these. And yeah, this is that parallax thing where those kind of move as you scroll down. You'll see that? Yeah, that's showing up in the video. So that's really cool animation. Those things pop up, and then this one's like a reverse parallax. This one goes up as you scroll down. So that's the parallax animation I'm talking about. So yeah, getting way better at JavaScript. I learned some basic SQL. Hadn't got to use it at all. That was through Team Treehouse, but I learned that. And then I'm learning Grid, CSS Grid. I never really used that before, but I'm learning that now on Team Treehouse. So that is pretty much what I've learned. We can go through the websites I've built here, I guess. If we scroll down, if I can move the mouse over this button here, it's got this cool little button animation. I had to steal some code from CodePen, but it does a cool little button animation. Aside from the parallaxes, I don't think this one has anything else that's cool aside like that. Use waypoints here to measure if you're at this part of the screen, and it draws down, slides in. Those parallax, so those move. And then this, I had to use, so basically I've got all the employees in a JSON file, and it's got like the employee's name, their position, this picture of them. It's got 2 other pictures, and then like their email addresses as well, I think. But that was for, like, we were originally going to go with like a big picture of them, and then have all these tiny thumbnails of the employees at the top, and you can click different thumbnails and different employees would pop up. But they never sent us the bios, so it didn't look right, so we just went with the smaller grid version. This is the default person. What else have I built here? Let's see. So GDR, that's what I'm working on right now. What does that have that's cool on it? This one, I made this little image on the left. The parallax isn't as noticeable on this, but that one's parallax. These SVGs draw in. We use something called Vivus Instant. As long as the SVGs are strokes and not like shapes, it can basically you just drag and drop your SVG and it'll animate it, and you click on manual and then it'll look for the class start. So basically all you have to do is when you get to the point on the screen where you want it to animate, you add the class start to it, and then it'll draw in like those did right there. I also need to fix this thing on the top left on the tab because I didn't customize that. This background's like parallax, but it's really, really subtle, so you barely can't see it. And then this is with, I think it's Slick Carousel. Lets you have like a little carousel going around. So that's cool. What else on this site? GDR group. This is their About Us page pretty much. I need to switch out these pictures. Nothing cool on that one. Our clients. So this was kind of annoying to do. All these things slide up. They got this cool button animation that I stole from one of our other sites. And then if you click on these, it filters. So like by construction companies, by technology companies, by nonprofits, by other. It was just kind of annoying to get those to work right because WordPress has a bunch of extra stuff in. Like I could easily build like a flexible grid that would display these and like have this up here so there's not this big space, but WordPress has all this extra stuff in there that makes it really hard to target stuff like I need to, and it's really annoying sometimes. So contact us. I need to fix that animation. These things draw in. Those are SVGs too. I think that's about it for GDR group. That's got to be done Monday. And then we got Ripple. Ripple goes live next week too, I think. I have like 3 sites that haven't gone live yet. So that thing, boom, 3-way animation right there. I think I need to scroll down a little bit so you can see it. Boom. I heard my cat. He wants attention. Yeah, that thing was fun to do. It was really annoying to make responsive. The designer wants this robot to like go left as you scroll down, which it's a pseudo element right now. So I have to remake that in there as a actual picture instead of a pseudo element, because you can't edit pseudo elements of JavaScript the way I want to. You can like add a different class and modify it that way, but you just get like one transition that way. I want it to be like as you scroll it moves, and then if you scroll up it moves back to the right. So I have to edit that with JavaScript. This thing slides in 2 blocks, and then this is going to do a parallax thing where this guy goes up and this background image goes down, so that's going to be really cool. Those slide and they're going to go reversed. If you hover over it, it gets bigger, and then this thing slides in too. Anything else cool on this one? I think it's just more of that stuff. Yeah, stuff sliding in, popping up. You hover over them, you get cool stuff about them. That slides in. So yeah, that's Ripple. Come on, what is up with my mouse here? What else we got? Mitchell rebuild. That one's kind of boring. It's just got the button animations and then more parallax stuff. Let's do Red Rock rebuild. So this site's super simple, and like the beauty is in the simplicity, I guess. But like everything's like the whole section. This thing's parallax. That's parallaxed. You hover over these, and these cool boxes show up. And they don't have any cool button animation, but let's see. Process page. This has some cool parallax stuff I had to work on, where the numbers kind of like move. So those are pretty cool. And Then this is Snazzy Maps. Let's say it's like Google Maps. You basically get your Google Map API key and then go to Snazzy Maps, give Snazzy Maps your API key, and you can customize anything on the map, like the roads, like the highways, the roads, the city titles, county titles, the water mass colors, the land color. If we zoom in here, I mean, it's obviously like red and gray, so this one's not too creative, but it's a really cool way to customize Google Maps stuff. Anything else I want to talk about on here? Let's see. Red Rock, RingLogix, -2, Mitchell. So what happened with -2, I built -2, but then they didn't like the design, so we had to rebuild it. So usually we'll show them a mock-up and we're like, hey, this is the site, do you like it? And they either approve or disapprove. If they approve, it goes to development. If they disapprove, then they'll redesign it. This guy was like, hey, we don't really, how am I supposed to know what it's going to look like if it's not built on a web page? So we had to build it on an actual web page for him, and then he didn't like it, so we had to rebuild it. So that was dumb. And then RingLogix, I want to share something on RingLogix here. Yep. So this is the only cool thing on RingLogix. Go away. I don't want to leave a message. So there's this video, and if you click on it, plays. I mean, there's a laptop, and the video plays inside the laptop. So that was really fun to do. I think I basically have this shape, and the square inside is transparent, and then the video is like z-indexed, and there's a little bit around, like, there's a little bit of leeway with this border here, where the video is kind of overlapping, but it's z-indexed, so it's like behind it, if you know what I mean. So that was cool. I think that's about it for the websites I've built so far. The other 4 I talk about in another video. So yeah, if you guys want to, a few plugs here. If you want to join the Discord, there's gonna be a link in the description. Come hang out in there. We just like talk about our projects and what we're working on, and just hang out. Fun thing to have during the workday or during the day. And 2, Team Treehouse. Team Treehouse is what I use to get a job as a web developer. If I can pull up my portfolio because my mouse wants to work. And then portfolio. So this is what their projects look like. As you can see, they're not like mind-blowing with the design, but they're not like bad either. So they look pretty good. And I'm telling you, having like well-designed projects, even if you're not going to be a designer, helps a lot. Because like whoever's hiring you is going to pull up your projects, and they're going to try to look past the design if you're just going for the web developer job. But it still helps a lot to have like well-designed projects. That's why I recommend Team Treehouse, because they have like structured curriculum, all these projects for you to do. You get graded on it, and I just prefer that. There's also a bunch of free stuff like Free Code Camp, Code Academy. I think that has some free stuff. There's a bunch of free resources you can use, but I recommend Team Treehouse. Got me a job in like 8 months. And then talked about Discord. Yeah, I can have a link to Team Treehouse in the description below if you want to use that link and support the channel. That'd be cool. If you don't, whatever. What's number 3? I don't think there's number 3. I think that's it. So yeah, if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section below, obviously. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments below, and I will probably make a video on it. Just fair warning. If you want me to review your resume or anything like that, send me your resume. I have my email in the description as well. I can look at your portfolio, give you portfolio feedback, and I think that's about it. So yeah, y'all have a good rest of your Friday night, Saturday, depending on what day I get this posted, and I will see you next time. Peace. Come on, scroll down so I can stop this. A little bit more. What if I just click here and hit enter? No? Pause? No? Okay. All right, give me a second. I gotta scroll down. Why won't my mouse move? There we go. Up a little bit more. Almost there. Up.